Talk to y'all today.
So you're a Legree
Yes, I am.
fitness instructor. Now, not many people are familiar with that. So tell us what it is and what got you into it.
Legree is a high intensity but low impact workout, and I actually got in it because of my sister. It's something that bonded us together. It's become our form of motivation and also stress relieving by being able to work out together, by being able to uplift each other with our workouts. So through that, I found teaching and how passionate I am for it to be able to uplift others to take care of their bodies at any age because it promotes longevity, it promotes wellness in all aspects of our life.
Now, even though you grew up in Southern California, you have a very fond memories about the Philippines during your
Yes.
childhood. Can you share some of that?
One of my fondest memories is actually visiting my Lolo's house in Teresa, Rizal. And my cousins and I were bonding outside in the backyard, adventuring with each other, and just playing with the dragon fruit trees. And being there made me realize one of the most important things is that no matter where you grow up, whether that's in the US or here, we're bonded by our one Filipino value, which is our love for our family. And through that, I realized that Pinoys are globally connected together, no matter where you grew up, no matter how far it is from each other.
And which Filipina do you admire most and why?
I really admire Alex Ayala, not only in her win for the game, but also the fact that she brings Philippines in every court she enters, in every area she's in. And just like Alex, I hope to show my Filipino community wherever I am, whether that's 7,000 miles away in the US or here in the Philippines. It's something that never left her and something that she instills wherever she is.
And why should you be the next Miss Universe Philippines?
I should be the next Miss Universe Philippines because I stand here not only as a representation of my province and my state, but as a bridge between two worlds. I've been able to find the common denominator between the US and here, and that is our drive for our life, our love above all factor, that no matter where we are, we have that drive, that motivation for our career, that we'll be successful and want to care for others wherever we are. So just like that, I should be the next Miss Universe Philippines because I'm that force for change, for transformation for everyone.
Thank you very much, Rizal.
Thank you so much.
Hello, maopay nga adlaw. I am Catherine Wardle, proudly representing Samar Island.
Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
So how have your experiences living in Bangkok, Manila, and now Catbalogan, Samar, shaped the woman you've become today?
So growing up in big cities from Manila and Bangkok, it was really fast-paced and chaotic. But when I moved to the province, I really got to slow down and witness firsthand the struggles of my fellow peers in school. And I realized that I grew up with privilege and I wanted to use that privilege for good. And so that's why I chose to create an impact in my community and join in organizations that helped on causes such as youth empowerment and building a stronger sense of community.
Now, you're a self-confessed risk taker and adventurer. What have been your latest adventures?
Well, for sure, joining Miss Universe Philippines has been one of the biggest adventures of this year. I have learned so much and grown definitely into my independence, navigating the city once more. It's changed so much since I last visited Manila. And I am definitely my biggest critic. Always like to pick up on little things here and there, maybe my appearance and such. But if I were to be more gentle with myself, I think I would have been able to pursue more opportunities instead of holding myself back. But here I am now for Miss Universe Philippines, achieving and trying to clinch my dream.
And why should you be the next Miss Universe Philippines?
I believe I should be the next Miss Universe Philippines because I have a lot to offer. I know I am easy to work with and capable of adapting to changes no matter how tricky. I know that with this platform and title, I can truly achieve greater things and add more bespectacled jewels to the crown, rooted in service and purpose. I know I may be this year's youngest delegate, but if the youth are the hope of the future, then I may be the light of the universe.
Thank you so much, Samar Island.
Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. I am Rose Ann Carino, Albania, representing the mango bamboo capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City, province of Pangasinan.
Now, I know you dreamed of being a beauty queen as a child. What did you use as a pretend crown? And what would you tell your younger self about you being a delegate today?
When I was a child, I always dreamed of becoming a beauty queen. And I used a bamboo basket to pretend as a beauty queen, as a little Miss Philippines. And I always told myself that someday I will become a beauty queen and I will reach my dream no matter how hard life is.
You said that your story is not something to hide. What is that story that you want the world to know about?
Well, I came from a very humble beginning. When I was a child, I used to help my father to clean vases and also help my mother at night to weave bamboo basket, which I use to pretend as a little Miss Philippines. And I believe that is something that I don't need to hide because I can use it to inspire people. And that is my main goal joining here in Miss Universe Philippines, to inspire people.
Now, what is the most fun thing you experienced during this Miss Universe Philippines journey?
Well, I had a lot of fun thing here in Miss Universe Philippines, and it's always a privilege. But for me, it is the sisterhood that we create in every activity and every day that we get to bond with. And that is something that I will cherish after this competition and even on my lifetime.
And why should you be the next Miss Universe Philippines?
Oh, I should be the next Miss Universe of Philippines because I represent a story that many can see themselves in. I didn't come from privilege, I come from hard work. And that is something that I want to show the universe that you can be whoever you want as long as you believe in yourself and you persevere. Magical things can happen and you can be Miss Universe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, San Carlos City.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jacob Noel Munsaya, proudly representing San Jose Negros Oriental and the Filipino Society of Bellevue, Washington.
Now, you said you enjoy car rides with your mom growing up.
Oh, yes, definitely.
What were those like, and why did you love them so much?
So I grew up an only child, and my mom also had me at the age of 19. Well, got pregnant at 19 and had me at age 20. So I like to say my mom and I grew up together. Everything I've learned is from her, and also my Lola, who had my mom at a young age as well. So car rides with her, just singing songs, talking about so many stories, and also remembering that my mom is living life for the first time, and being able to have those shared memories with her in the car is just one of my fondest memories of learning everything. And I definitely get my music taste from her, 2000s for sure.
Growing up, you didn't see yourself as a beauty queen. What changed and got you into MUPH?
So actually, I grew up doing acting and modeling back in Los Angeles. And my whole life, I was always told, oh, you should join Miss Universe Philippines one day. I could definitely see you being a beauty queen. But I never saw it in myself. But once I graduated school early, I graduated at the age of 20, 3 years, in just 3 years with 3 degrees. I finally thought, why not? I said, why not take a leap and just learn more about myself and be able to have this great experience with Miss Universe Philippines. And I'm truly just so grateful to be here.
Yeah, so you're a magna cum laude graduate, multi-degreed individual at 20 years old.
Thank you, Sir B.
What are these and what's next for you?
Sure. So I have a bachelor's degree in journalism with a minor in English and an associate's degree in social sciences. What's next is actually law school. I'm very passionate about youth and civic engagement. So I really want to go to law school for sports and entertainment, but also reminding our youth that they are able to use their voice to make a difference. I think in 2020, I realized that there's nothing worse than feeling hopeless in what our future is like. So reminding our youth and making those differences and using their voice and having that responsibility responsibility to go out and vote and do our duty is really important, and what I hope to do with a law degree.
And why should you be the next Miss Universe Philippines?
I think I should be the next Miss Universe Philippines because I've witnessed firsthand how powerful a platform used with purpose can be. I grew up on social media and I know that it's a big responsibility and we should always use this. So with a crown on my head, it should also just be a crown in action, led with empathy, led with integrity, and also just being the Filipina and Filipino American I inspire to be, and also to inspire the younger generations to be the same.
Thank you so much, San Jose Negros Oriental.
Thank you, Servi. Thank you, judges. I appreciate it. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rachel Hannah Villanueva Gozum from Santo Tomas La Union and also representing the Filipino Society of Seattle. Thank you so much for having me.
Hi, Hannah.
Hello.
So, you used to dance competitively. What type of dance were you into, and is it something you'd still pursue in the future?
I was trained in jazz and I did competitive school dancing, so it was a lot of discipline. I would definitely do it in the future, and I actually plan to be a Seahawks dancer for the NFL back in the States when the time comes. And so, because it shaped the way I live now and how I hold myself, and it actually gave me a lot of confidence to do pageantry because it is based a lot in discipline. So in order to grow, I would continue dance.
Now, you come from a big family. Tell us what it was like growing up, and is there something you'd change about that?
Well, I grew up with a family of 8, and unfortunately, my dad suffered a stroke when I was young. And so, because of that stroke, we were under a one-parent working household. So, my mom took care of us all. And I would change the fact that my dad had a stroke because we underwent a lot of financial struggle. And so, I feel like there was a lot of barriers that I had to face and a lot of opportunities that I had to miss because of that. And if I were to change that, I would be able to achieve everything I have done sooner.
What is something you learned about yourself during this Miss Universe Philippines journey?
I learned that it's okay to ask for help. As someone with 2 jobs and pursuing computer science and engineering, being a working student is not an easy thing to do. So I actually moved here in January all by myself, and I actually felt it was a little embarrassing to ask for help, but I realized that the bayanihan that I preach, the community service I do, I have to allow for myself. And in order for your community to support you and for them to believe in you, you have to believe in yourself.
And why should you be the next Miss Universe Philippines?
Because it's more than just a crown, it's a position.